What's up? Welcome back to a brand new video. And in today's video, I have another story time for you guys. So let's just get into it. So today's story time, um, as you can tell by the title, it's called my coronavirus story time. Well, story. And I've never had the coronavirus, but I did have like a very scary encounter where like I really did think, like, thought that I had it, but turns out I was just sick. And yeah, so today I'm gonna be sharing that story time. So let's get into it. So this story takes place back when I was. Well, this actually takes place this year. So this takes place back in March, so a couple months ago. And yeah, let's just let's just get into the story. You know. So so yeah, so basically, I'm sorry guys, I just woke up. So basically, right, as you know, it was that little weekend or whatever, where like basically schools were deciding like whether they were gonna close or whether they were gonna stay open. And you know, they eventually decided that hey, we're all gonna close or whatever. But so it was around that time, and basically, um, my school, like, they still were deciding, but I think it was on Saturday. They said like, "Hey, we don't got no school or whatever." And I remember that on Saturday, I started like sniffling a little bit. You know, like I started like, you know, like sniffling. Like how like when you know that like you're about to get a cold or something, because you start like, you know, like you basically start doing a little like that type stuff. So yeah, I remember I was doing something like that, and I didn't really think too much of it because I was like, I don't have any symptoms of the coronavirus, so so yeah, like I probably just have a minor cold or something, which still isn't good at a time like this, but you can't really do anything about it because it happens to all of us. So so yeah, so I so what I did was I was like, I'm sorry. But basically, I was like, okay, well, if this is really happening, then, I mean, I can't really do anything about it, but, it's kind of bad. And the next day, actually, it was a Sunday. Yes, it was a Sunday. And I remember that Sunday, I woke up, and instantly I could tell, like, something was not right. Like, something was just not right. Because, basically, what was happening was I was like sitting there, right? Like I was sitting like on my bed, and I noticed that like my head, like, I don't know how to describe it, but basically it was like my head felt like almost like thumping, like almost like it was a pulse in my brain, and it was like thumping against my actual head. So I remember when I felt that, like I got a little scared. I'm not even gonna lie to you, I got a little scared. Cause like, you know, I was like, wait, that might be a sign of the coronavirus. Like I might have caught it or whatever. So like when I like felt that, I was like, all right, it might be a sign, but you know, for the most part, I'm good. And I was like, okay, like I might still be good, and yeah, so I start so I started basically like trying to get up, and then I noticed that like my stomach wasn't feeling good. My head was like thumping or whatever. I was like sneezing and stuff, and I was like, oh my god, like I really caught the coronavirus. Like there's no escaping this now. Like I really just caught the corona. Like that was going through my head. Like I was like, yo, like I literally just caught the corona. Like it's all over for me. Like it's all over for me. So so um so once I like come to that realization in my head, I guess, even though I didn't catch it, but even like once I came to that realization in my head, I was just like, listen, like I gotta do something, you know? So I was like, so I was basically like, all right, I'm a I'm gonna just try to take all this vitamin C. Every time I get sick, I do that because I hate being sick. But basically, I was like, look, I'm gonna take this vitamin C, and hopefully this like clears me up, you know, because I wasn't trying to be sick. Like, let's be honest, who wants to be sick? Like, so yeah, I was like, look, as long as I take this vitamin C, I should be okay. And yeah, like, so I started taking the vitamin C, and I wasn't feeling too much better. I actually didn't I usually like text my best friend, and I completely forgot to text her because I was just so sick and like trying to, make sure I wasn't dying or had the coronavirus that I was just like I was just basically like, you know, not really thinking about everyone else and stuff. But in the end, I didn't have the coronavirus. I wound up actually healing up a few days later, so that's pretty good. And it means that I could bring you guys this story time, you know. So yeah, that's about the end of the story time. Make sure you guys like, comment, subscribe, turn on post notifications. Tell me you guys story times in the comments below. Tell me if you ever got sick and thought you had the coronavirus or something like that. Um, and if you did have the coronavirus, and I mean, if you feel comfortable about it, then tell me, tell me your little experience. Did you defeat it? Hopefully you did. Hopefully, you know, you got over it. But yeah, I'm gonna see you guys in the next video. Woo!